Hello everyone and welcome to the iSpring Solutions webinar. Thank you very much for joining us today as we're going to speak about very exciting topic, new features of the new updated version iSpring 8.7. My name is Paulina, I am a community manager and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. As a speaker we have with us Paul Vander. Hi Paul, how are you doing?
Hi, Paulina. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you very much for asking. Paul is our Senior Technical Support Engineer and he will be glad to be speaking for you today. At the end of the webinar, as always, we're going to have a Q&A session. So guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to submit them in the question box, which should be on the right side of your GoToWebinar panel. And at this point, I think that we're ready to begin. So Paul, I'm passing the mic over to you.
Thank you, Paulina. I'm happy to welcome everyone who's attending today's webinar because I think it will be really exciting. As Paulina said, my name is Paul and I'm a support engineer at iSpring, and I really wanted to thank you before we start for sending your requests and suggestions for the new feature that we should implement, because without your support we wouldn't be here today. Thank you. We truly appreciate that. So let's start. As you may know, iSpring Suite 8 was a huge breakthrough for us. I believe that most of you already experienced that our biggest stake for the product is on easy learning curve and conversion quality. Suite includes many different features that can be used to create engaging courses. Though there are quite a few tools to play with, we always try to make iSpring Suite meet our motto, which is easy tools for busy people. That's because we truly believe that sharing knowledge in the 21st century should be easy and fun. So let's find out why was the version 8, why it was a breakthrough. And I need to say about our product development team, which constantly thinks about how we can improve our products. You may know that even minor releases as 8.7 often include new features. And timely improvements and fixes is another important thing that we are focused on. So our main vector is to help our clients create learning courses that are most effective with less effort and make content authoring faster and simpler. Let's have a really quick overview of the improvements we made in last year, and then we will have a poll that you can answer and let us know which of those features you actually like.
Yeah.
So in version 8.0 we've added dialogue simulations. This was a new tool for us. Then it was video lecture player. It's like lets you create a kind of webinar training in PowerPoint. A screen recording tool, iSpring Cam. Then it was built-in audio-video editor. And we kind of enhanced our QuizMaker. It wasn't that cool in version 7. So next on the list, version 8.1. And this feature is kind of interesting because it wasn't originally possible to upload custom characters and backgrounds, but you've sent so many requests on that we actually decided that we need to put it onto our roadmap and add it into the product. Then it was the crop feature. You can crop images in QuizMaker and visuals. Not that big of a breakthrough. Moving to version 8.3. In 8.3 we've added a possibility to record voiceovers for your dialogue simulations. So now that actually gives the TalkMaster possibility to talk for real. Then we allowed you to record audio for quiz questions, and redesign quiz feedback. Another improvement in QuizMaker in version 8.3 was that we've added a bunch of custom themes that you can use, like built-in, and possibility to customize and save your own themes for future usage. Key features of version 8.5. iSpring was actually the first software vendor, e-learning authoring software vendor, to support morph transition of PowerPoint. Let me show you this video. So it's kind of when you have different images on few slides, and then you select morph transition, and the playback is kind of gapless. It just makes the images automatically transform when you move in from slide to slide. Next thing was with added send-in dialog results into TalkMaster, as well as for QuizMaker, and also we've added send-in quiz results to students. So now if your students enter their emails, they can receive their results. There also was a small feature that you can use if you want to double check if your students know the contents of the course that they study. And this feature is in Presentation Explorer. If you enable it, then when a student passes the course, if he takes the quiz and fails, it will take him to the first slide of the course, and then when he reaches the quiz again, the quiz will be automatically restarted, like have another try. And it seems that we've reached the end of the overview of the old features really quickly. So now we'll have a poll of which one of those that I've mentioned you like the most. Paulina?
Yes, let me please quickly launch it. So if you guys could quickly take a look at the presented features and let us know which one of them you are using and which one of them you like to use. You can choose multiple features. This would help us a lot to see how our product development is working and how they are listening to you guys and implementing these features. So we would really much appreciate your feedback.
And you know, as a support engineer, I know that we received tons of requests and new suggestions from our users during the last year. And I wanted to use this quick break to thank all of you users for taking part in the development process and constantly inspiring us with your willingness to help and to help us make our products better. Your opinion is always appreciated. That's true.
That's right. Yeah, and it looks like almost everyone has taken the vote, so I will allow just a couple of moments for those of you who didn't vote to do so. And it looks like a lot of people are really liking the video lecture player with built-in audio-video editor and also the screen recording feature. Yeah, if you guys can also share with us, maybe you have some unique case, how you're using exact feature, we would greatly appreciate your feedback as well.
Yeah, and speaking of requests we have received last year, it's for sure that new characters and content templates were among the most popular and repetitive ones. So guess what we did? Okay, no more words. Let's move to the exciting part.
Right. Let me close the poll really quickly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone who voted.
Okay, let me introduce to you our new content library. You can see that it's kind of a new thing on the ribbon in PowerPoint, so now it's even bigger than before. So what it does, we have built a whole library of slide templates and stock images so that you can spend less time on course design. Every item in this library was added on purpose. We have reviewed hundreds of courses created by e-learning professionals, which mostly are clients, from all over the world and gathered the most popular and immersive templates together in a single tool. Whatever you want to build, corporate training for companies newcomers, a perfect dialogue between your client and the sales manager, or an online course on robotics, with this library, you can do that faster, like really fast. First part of this content library is slide templates. With this tool, you can be your own designer. Just select your template you like and replace the elements with your own content if you need it. Like replace the text, replace the image. It's simple as ABC. Then you have filters for different categories of slide templates. So you can choose a few tags and then filter all the slide templates to see those you need the most. Because each element of slide templates in this, that you can find in this library was created using built-in PowerPoint features, you can change the template color scheme or replace the font with the one you like in a couple of clicks. It's really easy. Just select a part of this template, like an object, and change the color or add an effect. It's all in PowerPoint, no additional tools needed. The next kind of tool inside of the tool is background library. In this library, you can choose a background for your course or maybe a few backgrounds. You'll find 300 images of different backgrounds within the library. There are shops, airports, banks, offices, hospitals, classrooms, apartments, streets. Almost any idea you have, we've got you covered. And our photographers, they worked really hard for that. They spent days taking the best shots for you. Some of them were even sent overseas and told not to return without a handful of cool photos. The same thing as with the slide templates. You have category filter to find content you need more effectively and spend less time on it. And the process is really quick by itself. You don't need to spend hours on stock image websites to find the background that you need. We already have everything, almost everything for you that you might want to use in your course. So moving to the next part of content library, it will be characters. You might know that in iSpring Suite 8.5 we have a character library. It's on the iSpring Suite ribbon, but it cannot be compared to what we've got for you in version 8.7. Actually, that's because we received many requests on extending this library with new types of characters. So we thought, why not? Let's give it a shot. And so more than 40,000 images of people of different age, race, and occupation were added to this library. Actually, speaking of occupations, with this new library of characters, you'll get access to, I think, all the possible occupations that you can think of. It's salesmen, bankers, students, teachers, constructors, doctors, businessmen, even old people, characters for any situation. Before you select a character, you can preview it and filter your search by using tags, as with the other tools. So select few, tick some of the checkboxes, and you'll get the result. It will be easier to pick a character you like from those results that you got after filtering all the stuff. Each character has more than 400 pictures of it taken from different views. Each picture is tagged by emotion, pose, perspective, and movement type, if there's any. Any ideas you have about character-based storytelling will come to life with the redesigned character library. You can combine items from different categories on a single slide. So here I've added this girl to the background I've had before, and guess I've just built my first course. Not yet. Next thing on the list is objects. It's kind of mini library in a library. So in addition to characters, you'll get a handful of objects to insert into slides. What kind of objects? Objects like furniture, office supplies, smartphones, computers, boards, TVs, and lots of different stuff. Basically, they are for recreating office interior or employees' workplace. With few key images, you can build a picture of workplace to use it in your course, because sometimes it's really hard to find the images you want to insert into your courses, and yeah, that's the purpose. As with other tools, you can combine few items on a single slide and kind of gamify your courses to make your learners have the best experience possible, because you know it's all about gamification now. Then there are icons. And now I'm going to go by the script. Have you ever spent half an hour trying to create a custom action button for your course in PowerPoint? With the content library, you will have access to hundreds of ready-to-use icons and navigation elements of the same style. 600 icons. You can filter them. There are different types of icons, smiley faces and flags, and like settings icon, which can be found on smartphones. So there are also mouse pointers, home buttons, correct, incorrect marks, plus, minus stuff, social network buttons, arrows. So there's a lot. With the buttons and icons, you can build your own navigation controls for your course. And you don't need to build those buttons by yourself using the PowerPoint capabilities, because sometimes it's really hard to not be a designer and create a button for the course that looks cool and that you like. So speaking of, yeah, I think that's all with the objects and icons. Let's move to the improvements in TalkMaster. As you know, it's like this tool lets you create simulations, dialogue simulations with voiceover that you can use to train your employees on some certain kind of talk, maybe with customer, maybe with angry customer, who knows. So the first thing that's we've added to TalkMaster is scoring for each individual scene. And I know that many of you wanted this feature because in the previous versions, you were able to only assign the final score to the final scenes, and it was hard to tell which route user took in the simulation. But now, starting from 8.7, you can add score for any of the scenes in the dialog tree. Also, you can set negative score if you want penalty to be applied for certain answers. As a result, you will be able to tell how well a user performed throughout the whole dialog by simply knowing his score. All of that allows much more flexible way of assessing your learners. And now some screenshots. So in TalkMaster properties, if we enable simulation evaluation, there's this new button that lets you see all the final scenes in dialog and check the minimum score and maximum score that you can get for this scene. Also, it's a new counter for the score that learner will see during the dialog. You can disable it if you want. It will let user know how well he answers in a certain dialog, in addition to the emulsions bar here. So let's move to the next feature. And some of you were really waiting for this one, while others might not even know what it does. So briefly speaking, it gives you control over triggered animation. Should trigger animation be refreshed if you revisit a slide that you have already viewed? It's up to you, the course creator. And I've made a really simple example to show you what it does. Here's the option in the Publish Presentation window. It can be found in Playback and Navigation tab. It's called Save Slides Animation State. So when it's turned on, I'm going to click on this button. Imagine that this is a course and it has 2 lessons on 2 different topics, and I just want to let this user, like myself, know that I've already read a certain lesson when I'm back to this screen. So watch this. I'm going to press the button. This is, by the way, one of the templates I've used, and the button is also from the content library. I'm going to go back, and now you can see that it turns green. That's kind of informing me that I've already read that topic. And it's made on PowerPoint triggers and fill color animation. So before, in HTML5, before version 8.7, it wasn't possible to save those states, but our engineers kind of worked really hard to bring it into the product. So now you can use it for gamification. You see, it's kind of useful for this type of cases when you want user to see kind of progression on the course. And moving to QuizMaker. So if you have few question groups in a single quiz and you want your users to know their score for each of those groups in addition to the overall result, then you can open quiz properties and enable this new useful option. More to that, you can set individual passing score for each of those groups. That's really simple. Create a group, put some questions into it, and enable showing results by groups in the result slide settings. So this is what your learners will see. They will see a group, their score, and how many questions they've actually answered. This is also kind of a feature that was requested a lot. So that's because of you, our customers, that we've implemented it into the product. And now Uh, Paulina, are you ready for that?
Yeah.
I think the last thing will be the most exciting one because it's a completely new tool that we developed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you want me to launch the poll question?
Uh, no, not yet.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
yeah
I,
let me
I just wanted to quickly say that so far I have received a lot of really, really nice and positive comments about the new changes. So I'm really excited.
okay then let's not wait any more
Yes.
time, and it's iSpring Flipbook that I want to present. What it does, it lets you turn your doc, PDF, and PPT files into flipping books in HTML5. Interface is kind of familiar, I think, for all of you. When you open the program first time, you'll see that it lets you open 3 different file types. It's similar to QuizMaker and TalkMaster, I guess, in the same manner. So when you open a book, you'll be able to preview it. This one is actually a PDF file. You can zoom in and zoom out and use your mouse to navigate around the pages. That's it. And it takes no time to load as well on a PC with iSpring Flipbook installed in preview mode, and on a target device that it's read on as well. Because again, our engineers optimized the engine and made their best to make sure that you won't have to wait until this book will load. This is the preview. So the interface is really simple. You only have 2 buttons. One is preview and the other one is publish. Um, the rest of the interface is kind of like a PDF viewer, simplified one, so that you can scroll through the pages and yeah, sorry for that. So as I've said, the supported file types are PPT, PDF, and doc. If you ever wanted to create an interactive magazine and put it on your website, maybe publish a book, but all that you have is a PowerPoint presentation, you can use this tool to make your dreams come true. Also, if there are any hyperlinks or navigation buttons, maybe, if that's a PowerPoint presentation, they will be preserved during the conversion. So in the published book, they will also work. All the hyperlinks and hyperlink buttons, we've made sure that it will work when published. It's not only web and plain HTML5 that you can publish your book to. iSpring Flipbook is also capable of kind of wrapping HTML5 into a SCORM X API CMI5 package so that you can upload your book to a learning management system. You can assign it to your students and track how many pages they actually viewed. Learner activity will be gathered the same way as for all other SCORM courses. Still, if you don't have an LMS or if you don't know what SCORM is, you can use the HTML5 tab and publish your book, upload it to iSpring Cloud, maybe your own hosting, and then embed it to your website. That will be really easy. And what's the most important today is cross-platform. Because the content that you publish with this tool, you'll be able to view it on literally any device that supports HTML5. We've made a new player for it, and it's kind of really simple and beautiful. So iSpring Flipbook, you can say that it's mobile ready from the start. And I'm sure that any content you publish with Flipbook, it will look perfect on any device that you view it on. Also, we have our own mobile application, if any of you knows. It's called iSpring Play, and it lets you download content from the internet to your mobile device. So if you have no internet connection, you could find a Wi-Fi zone and then download a presentation, a course you need using iSpring Play, and then go somewhere, place without internet, without Wi-Fi, maybe some kind of country house, and just study this course and read this book. All that's, it's all iSpring Play allows you to do that. If you want to check it out, go to App Store if you are using iPhone or iPad and type in iSpring Play into the search field, and if you are on Android, check Google Play. It also goes by the name iSpring Play. Yeah, that's a cool app, and with the Flipbook, I think you'll find even more ways to use it. So, to wrap it up, Paulina?
Yes.
Yeah, I think now we're
We
going
are
to have
ready.
another poll.
Yeah. So I think that actually I pretty much kind of know the answer to our second poll question, because I've received a lot of different comments, really nice comments of which features guys are really excited about. So I'm going to launch it right now. And if you guys can quickly take a vote and let us know, that would be amazing. And I think that I actually messed up a little bit and made it just available for one. I mean, to choose, for you guys to choose just one feature only, but maybe you can choose just the one that you are mostly excited about. This will be amazing.
Paulina, can I participate in this poll?
No.
That's okay.
Organizers. What are you mostly excited about, Paul?
I think Flipbook. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Flipbook is a game changer for them right now, which I think is very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys can actually share with us how you're planning to use it. I mean, we would love to share this information with our product development team, as always.
Yeah, if some of you already have an idea of how to realize some kind of a course you wanted to build but didn't know how to, if after this webinar you suddenly know that this is possible, you can send us an email. You can send it to support@ispringsolutions.com, and you can describe this idea, and we'll find a way how you can make it come true with iSpring.
Right, and I have a really, really, really nice comment from Philip. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. So the question is, could we be able to sleep before its release? Thank you very much for saying that. I hope, guys, you can sleep well. Okay, so it looks like everybody has voted, and it looks like people are mostly excited about the Flipbook feature and also the content library. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for voting. I'm going to close the poll right now. Okay, So does this mean that we're ready for the Q&A session?
I guess so. If you don't have a topic to discuss before I start the Q&A.
I have tons of topics to discuss, believe me. Okay, so actually the most common question was when this release will be available, when this new version will be available.
Should I answer to this question?
Sure, I mean, if you know.
I know that the deadline is kind of 2 weeks away. Yeah, and so guys are working hard to release it in time. Yeah.
Yeah, so as far as I know, we're aiming at the end of February.
Yeah, yeah. That should be end of February.
Yeah, and I also wanted to mention that the recording of this webinar will absolutely be available after, and it will be sent to all the registered users and to all the attendees, and we also will be sending the presentation that Paul prepared for you guys. And I also wanted to mention that for all the users who have a valid maintenance plan, the upgrade to this new version will be absolutely free of charge. And if you guys don't have the valid maintenance and would like to upgrade, you're almost welcome to send us your email, your contact details, and we will be glad to get back to you after the webinar and consult you regarding the upgrade price, if of course this will work for you. And if you just wanted to mention, sorry, Paul, for interrupting, but I just wanted to quickly mention that you can update your maintenance plan now, and as soon as the version comes out, you will be able to get it for free. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Okay. Just a quick thing to mention. I know that this webinar is all about new feature, but if some of you have even more ideas for new cool features that will help you to build the courses that you kind of dream of, always thought of, that courses that you wanted to do, send us an email. Yeah. The most valuable thing for us is user feedback. And we like to answer to those emails, we like to think about if some feature is cool enough so that we can add it. Yeah, it will be much appreciated. So take part in the development process.
Right. Okay, so let's go to the first question from Jean. Can the quiz results go to supervisor or trainer too?
Yeah, I think it was implemented before sending quiz results to students. So there are two checkboxes in quiz properties. One lets you send results to some pre-typed in emails that you enter in the properties. And another one for quiz taker part, it's kind of asking each quiz taker before the start of a quiz to enter their email, and then it uses this email to send results. So if you enable both options, it will send results both to your email as supervisor and to all the emails that your quiz takers, learners entered.
Thank you very much. And the next question is from Jerry. Can the screen recording be used across dual monitors? Do you know by any chance?
We've tested that and we have got, I think, 1 or 2 requests on that. No, not yet. iSpring Cam cannot be used for recording 2 monitors at the same time at the moment. I'm gonna write it down, okay? And send to our product development.
Sure, yeah. And the next question is from Jean. Are there any copyright restrictions on the images in the content library?
No, no. The content is ours, and when you buy the tool, it becomes yours. So you're free to use it in any courses and any marketing materials, maybe. So no, we don't limit usage of those images in any way.
So basically, you cannot resell it. I mean, as it is like the images in the content library, but you are more than welcome to use them in your courses because you obtain the license for them.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
And the question from David, can you review again save animation states, please?
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to go back to the slide?
Yeah, I think it would be very helpful.
Okay. Here it is. I'm showing you a presentation in PowerPoint, and this is how it works by default in PowerPoint. But in published presentations, it was kind of different before we added this option. So it saves slide animation states. If there's an animation on a slide, and if it already played, and you go to next slide, and then you return back to this one, it will refresh. That was before we added this option. So this is how it's in PowerPoint, and this is how it will be in iSpring Suite 8.7. If you enable, just a second, if you enable this option. So click on lesson 1, go back, here's the animation. Its state was saved. So it's PowerPoint, but you can expect the same behavior with this option enabled in iSpring Suite 8. And now it's refreshed because we went back to the previous slide. This is when they are refreshed. But if you go forward and then return back, it won't be. So lesson 1, lesson 2, here we are. We've read both lessons. Very cool.
And also there was a comment from Dan. Paul mentions that prior to 8.7, it wasn't possible in HTML5 export, meaning save animation state. How does this work in Flash export? Did it work before 8.7? Was it fixed, or does it still now work?
Yeah, it works in Flash, and it's worked since version 8. Kind of we're finding some difficulties with HTML5, but we're able to overcome them. So now it's both Flash and HTML5 that trigger states will be saved in. Actually, speaking of Flash, I wanted to tell that Flash doesn't have much time left. It will certainly go away. There's no reason to keep using Flash.
Yeah, we actually have the whole webinar on our YouTube channel about is Flash already gone and how iSpring is ready for it.
Yeah, watch it.
All right. Okay, next question about Flipbook from Jerry. How is Flipbook different from the book feature currently available?
The book feature that we have as a part of iSpring Visuals tool, it lets you create content from scratch, but you cannot import some kind of a PDF file. You cannot import a PowerPoint presentation or a doc file. You can only insert pictures, type in some text, or copy paste it, but it won't give you opportunity to I'm so sorry, opportunity to import a file already built and convert it in a couple of clicks, convert it to HTML5. So this is why it's really cool, and I know that, again, many users ask for this. I do have a Flipbook that can import my PDFs and publish them to HTML5. And we said, like, no, not yet, but we're gonna build it soon.
Right.
Yeah, so this is the difference. This is the key difference.
And a quick question from Elisa. Can the flipbook be uploaded to a web page?
Yeah, sure. It's an HTML5,
Mhm.
so you'll get a folder with an index.html file and kind of a few other folders that contain media resources. So the whole folder with the output files you upload to your server or upload it to some kind of hosting.
Mhm.
Um, so then if you try to access this folder on the hosting using web browser, it will automatically open the index page. So you can copy a link to this book and then use the link to insert this book into some other web page using an iframe. Actually, it's kind of technical stuff. Not so technical, but still,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard to explain. So if you will have a task of embedding a book into your web page, send us an email to support@ispringsolutions.com. We're open to cases like that. We can help you.
Right. And the next question is from B Carrot. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Can you watch videos in the flipbooks you have created with iSpring? Do you know?
That's a
By
good
any
question.
chance?
There's a chance that I haven't tested this yet.
Mhm.
So can I send a reply to your email? Well, I'm gonna, after
Yeah,
this webinar, I'm gonna go and test it. I'm sorry.
it's okay. Um, and
Well, yeah,
yes,
will
absolutely.
you,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
this question will definitely be covered. um, a question from Jules. Does iSpring Play save your progress when you are offline so that it is recorded when you get a signal back?
I guess it means that you're taking a course from some kind of LMS.
Hmm.
Um, iSpring Play it's more for viewing courses not from LMS but from websites and some hostings. But if you want a mobile app that will save your progress even when you're offline, you should look into iSpring Learn. It's our learning management system, and it has its own unique mobile app. Uh, this app, it lets you see all the assigned courses and lets you download the courses, and you can take them even offline. Then when you connect to the internet, the app will automatically send all the progress aggregated when you were offline to the LMS, and it will update your progress on the learning management system part. So yeah, iSpring Learn can be useful in that case.
Thank you very much, Paul. And the next question is from Stephanie. When we use the buttons in the new content library, can we resize or change the color of the button?
Yeah, sure. As I mentioned, all of the icons are made as PowerPoint objects. So you can ungroup to delete certain elements of the icons. You can change their color. You can resize them. You can change the text. They are fully customizable.
Hmm. Thank you. And another question is from Kevin regarding the iSpring app. Is there a way to limit the number of times a user can download content? I run a paid course and I'm concerned that one paid user will be able to share our paid content with other non-paid users.
Mm-hmm. I see. No, it's because it's really hard to limit viewing content in internet nowadays because even if you restrict downloading for more than one time for a certain IP address, person can open the page from another computer, another IP address, and download the content. Actually, I think the best way to resolve this is to sell courses. Like I wanted to mention iSpring Learn again, but that's gonna be too much of advertising. Yeah, kind of. If you're running a paid course, I don't really think that if you have many students, some of them will want to share a content item that they have paid for, but that's actually a good question. But you know, because everything that's on the internet is kind of available to everyone nowadays. It's hard to realize this in any kind of system. So it's actually, it will be more effective to be honest with your users, I think, than to try to block them from viewing content, because they will anyway find a way to download it.
Right. There's always a way. Okay, and we also have a couple of questions that are kind of similar. Can we create our own custom graphic library and have them available?
Like upload your own templates?
Or add your own images to the content library?
Let's find out. We don't have actual builds in support with the content library because the guys are still working on it. So,
but will it be available as it was with the character wizard sort of thing?
I say with TalkMaster.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but right now I'm not sure about it. So I'm gonna ask product development if there's a feature that allows you to add your own templates and images, and gonna send an email. Paulina, please write down this person's email.
Absolutely. I'm actually thinking about collecting the most common questions and then posting answers to them either under the YouTube video or in our blog. But anyway, all the questions will be answered, so guys, don't worry about that. And let's move on to the next one from Audrey. Are you able to download content from the Flipbook? Do you know that?
Flipbook, it has an option. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to show you in the properties. In the publishing window, you can restrict people from clicking on the contents of Flipbook and selecting text. So yeah, you can protect your Flipbook from copying contents from it. I wish I could show you a screenshot, but this is the only one I have. So I can send it to your email.
Yeah, but I mean, the version is going to be available rather soon, so.
Yeah. Better wait for it.
Right. And another great question, I think, is can the Flipbook protect our source document from the copy, paste, or save?
Yeah, as I've said, there is an option in the Flipbook tool that lets you protect the published book from copying and pasting the contents of it. So if you have a PDF that you don't want to share with anyone and let them download or copy certain part of this book, you can convert it to HTML5 format with iSpring Flipbook, and then you can post it onto your website, and it will be protected from copying.
And we also have several questions about possibility of adding quizzes to the book, to the Flipbook.
No, that's a question that I can for sure answer. No, but for now, it's only for now.
Can it be considered
Uh,
as a feature request by any chance?
yeah, sure, it should be considered as a feature request.
Okay.
We're gonna think about that when we uh, release version 8.7.
hmm
Yeah.
And another question from Stephanie. In Flipbook, are we able to um, create one using both a PowerPoint and PDF, or only one or another?
No, only one format can be chosen at a time,
hmm
but I know that you can kind of export PowerPoint to PDF. So you might export your PowerPoint file and then combine two PDFs together and then make one big flipbook from those two. That's the workaround that I would use.
Thank you very much. All right, so I see more questions coming. Okay, question from Audrey. Can there be hyperlinks and embedded content in your PDF within the PDF file in your Flipbook?
Yeah. All the hyperlinks from PDF documents, all the hyperlink buttons from PowerPoint presentations, they will work in the published book. They will be preserved by the conversion engine that iSpring created, and they will work on your website. So you don't need to worry about your hyperlinks being lost in the published version.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And a question that we had several times during the webinar, will Flipbook always be a standalone product or will it be bundled in the iSpring suite?
It's not yet decided. We don't have a final decision on this, but
Mm-hmm.
it's most probably that it's gonna be a standalone product.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna try to find out more about the distribution policies of this new tool. And again, if you give me your email, I'm gonna send the answer to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually had a request if we could collect all the all the questions and then answer to them and then send it to all the attendees, which I think would be amazing.
Yeah, we should do that.
All right, another question from Mike. When will alternative text for images and quizzes be supported, and what version of SCORM do you support?
I can say that it's not on the roadmap yet to
Mm-hmm.
add alt text for images because I remember a request about that, but there's few there are a few too not enough requests basically.
Okay.
Like one or two, and we support SCORM 1.2, as you can see on this screenshot, SCORM 2004, which is kind of a newer version,
Mm-hmm.
and SCORM 2004 has 3 editions, and we support them all. Yeah, so SCORM is completely covered. We support all of SCORM versions that you can think of
Mm-hmm.
that your LMS might possibly support. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. And a question from Mike. Do you possibly know if flipbooks are accessible, screen readable?
Uh, like, uh, I'm not sure if I completely understood this question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain it a bit to me? I'm kind of slow today.
Yeah. If Mike, you could provide more details, this would be amazing.
Like, is the content of Flipbook when published, is it can it adjust to various screens displays? Is that the question?
screen reader for someone who is blind, so that the content that's
Oh,
presented on the screen
sorry,
can
I
be
didn't
read
hear.
out loud.
I see. Uh, I think that if you don't enable the option that protects your content, then you can probably uh, copy the text, and therefore you can probably read this text with a screen reader, but it should be third-party software because we
Mhm.
don't have any text-to-speech tools in our um, authoring package yet.
Yeah,
But we think of it.
mhm. We actually have an article in our blog by Jane Buzzard about this topic, so if you're interested, I will be happy to send you the link to it. Okay, so actually right now it looks like we've taken our time of 1 hour to cover all the opportunities and features of the new version of 8.7, and I would like to thank Paul for this wonderful presentation and for taking care of the questions. And I would like to thank all the attendees who came today to listen to Paul, and we hope that you found this webinar useful. If so, could you please let us know in the comments? We would really love to read it and share it with the team because it means a lot to us. And I also wanted to mention just one more time that we will be sending the recording of this webinar and also the presentation to all the webinar attendees. And we also will try to take care of all the questions that we didn't answer during the webinar. So please expect a message from us rather soon. Paul, would you like to say something?
Thank you, Paulina. Yeah, sure. I would like to again thank all our today's attendees, uh, people that ask questions, and people that will be using our authoring tool. I think with you, we're gonna make it to far more like greatest height than right now.
Right.
And thank you for your support and for your feedback. It's cool to receive it, really.
Yeah, guys, that's really, really valuable. Thank you very much. Okay, so we will see you next week at our next webinar that's going to cover creation of mobile uh, content and actually the process of mobile projects within the organization from top to bottom. It's going to be presented by a really nice speaker, Debbie Richards. So I will be very excited to see all of you there. And if you would like to receive and invitations to our webinars, you're more than welcome to subscribe in our blog in the special box, subscription box, which should be on the right side in our blog on our website. Okay, guys, thank you very much again, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you.